hungry. Oh, hello. Well, I just released a story, and I wanted to tell the story behind the story on this one. La Bruja, which, for those who don't know, is Spanish for the witch. I wanted to do kind of a Mexican folktale story. I live in Texas, so the thing that they use to scare the kids down here is the cucuy, which is like the Mexican version of the boogeyman. And I can't say her name right, but it's the La Llorona, something like that. It's the moaning woman. That's the one that drowned all her babies in the lake, and she's like looking for them and moaning. And I remember when I first heard that story, we were camping, and a relative told that story, and it's not really a scary story if you think about it. You know, some woman, she met this man, and he didn't want her to have kids, and she wanted to have kids, and she had kids, and she drowned them before he came back from war, blah blah blah, and he ended up leaving her anyway. And it's not really that scary a movie, but when it's told to you when you're like 10 years old camping on a lake, it scared the living shit out of me. I remember I slept with this big old long silver flashlight because I don't know, I guess I thought I'd knock her out with it. She came by screaming and hollering. But so this story, it's very special to me, actually. So when I started writing this about a year and a half ago, and I do this a lot where I'll have an idea for a story and it takes me forever to flesh it out, and I'll leave it, and then I'll come back to it and I'll see, like, I'm actually kind of further along than I thought I was, and that was the case with this one. But when I was trying to come up with it, I used to have lunch with my grandmother every Wednesday, and that was our thing. And she used to tell me stories all the time, stories about when she was a little girl, stories that they tell each other, and all these scary. There was a lot of scary stories, and that's what it was in Texas. They scare the kids until they act right, I think, because like the cuckoo's gonna get you if you don't listen. Like they're literally threatening your life if you're not obedient. So, but So she told me all these stories. I remember the dancing man that was the devil, and she'd tell me like to tell that if a woman was a witch, you would put a pair of scissors under the pillow on a chair, and if she couldn't get up, then she was a witch. And then that other one, what's her name? The lechusa, which I don't know what lechusa is. Something about an owl lady or something like that. I never got it. Just like I never got, that Jewish song, Hava Nagila. Who is that? They sing about him. It sounds like the Hebrew boogeyman. I mean, that's a scary name, Hava Nagila. Hava Nagila is gonna get you. Hava Nagila. I mean, it sounds like a happy song, but I'd like to find out who Hava Nagila is and write a story about him. So, anyways, my grandmother just passed away in February, and so I finally finished this story. I'm very proud to present it tonight. It contains one of the things that I personally fear the most. I am scared of a wasp. They are the most hateful and vindictive bug you can ever encounter. I mean, they bite you with hatred. They don't just sting you, just to sting you. They have some anger there, and they'll get you, and they'll chase you. They will. Mm-hmm. Like whenever I cut the grass here, we have on the side of the house we have these windows that protrude, and there's an overhang. And I don't even know why I don't do this before, but I should check to see if there's anything underneath there, but I never do. And I'm cutting the grass, I'm trying to get it underneath there, and I'm literally having a panic attack because I'm thinking I'm going to have these this horde of evil, vindictive bugs coming at me. I just imagine this black cloud flying out there, and they do like the little V formation and come down at you and get you. They'll get you, and they'll get you good. But I'm scared of a bee. And I always have like a bee encounter at least once a year. I've never been stung. Well, I take that back. I've been stung once, but that was an accident. I was at the San Antonio Zoo, and I guess it was on the rail, handrail, and I was running my hand against it as I was walking by, and I felt like on my finger, I felt like I had touched like the cherry of a cigarette. That's what it felt like. It burnt like that, and it was like dying or dead. And so he got me, but that was the first time I've ever been stung. I'm glad I wasn't allergic or anything. But as far as a wasp, I've never been stung by a wasp, and I want to keep it that way. So that's why I maybe shouldn't check when I cut the grass and whatnot. But yeah, I'm scared of a bee. I see them. You know how when they fly and their legs just hang like they don't care? I don't like that. Just like that's some bug with some attitude. He knows that you can mess you up and not to mess with him. And they chase you too. And I remember when I was in daycare. I still remember this. When I was in daycare, they got this girl, and she was stupid. They got her in the face. And I heard that they do go for the face. They know. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Why do you go for somebody's face? Ugh. So I all that I put into this story, and I quite honestly, I really like the way it came out. I think I'm always critiquing my own stories as far as are they really scary, or are they just unnerving? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's scary. It doesn't scare me. Well, the wasps do, but it's just really uncomfortable. And if you can get through the story without itching, more power to you. But I don't know. I think it's a unique story. I think it's different. I think it's there's some. It's interesting. I think you'll. I like it. I really like it. I think it's probably I'm really proud of it, especially where it came from. So I'm dedicating this to my grandma. This one was called La Bruja, and I hope you enjoy it.